effluent pump. The effluent for sucking the extra fluid from the blood. Okay? Clear for scuff?
Yes.
But there is here another thing. You can see here we have another bag, the white bag. The white bag is pre-blood pump, the pre-dilution. Remember when Ayman told you about convection, we have pre and we have post? And the advantages of pre is to dilute the blood, so I can save the filter for a long time. So in scuff, yes, I can activate the pre-blood pump, so I can dilute the blood for patients who are especially zero heparin. How the filter will survive? I need something to help the filter, right? So I need to dilute the blood. So I can put here a pre-blood pump, a pre-dilution, and of course these fluids, it will enter to the blood before the filter, then I need to remove it after the filter. So these extra fluids which I added to the blood, I will remove it. Okay? It will not stay in the patient body. He doesn't need any extra fluid. Clear? Okay. So this is scuff. Let's go for the second modality. Second modality is CVVH, continuous veno-venous hemofiltration. When we see hemofiltration, we need to remember convection. Okay? So, in convection, what do I need in convection?
Fluids.
Exactly, we need the fluids. We need to add fluids to the blood. We can add it pre-filter or post-filter or both at the same time, depending on my patient condition. Okay? So here, let's see also, this is the patient. Here, the blood comes out from the patient through the blood pump, and this is what we call it the access. Here, we can add through pre-blood pump the pre-dilution. So the blood will enter to the filter diluted because we added the fluid. Then it will come out from the filter through the return, and we can add the post through this purple bag or the purple scale. This is what we call it post replacement. Okay? So for pre, it's called pre-blood pump on the machine. For post, the purple bag or the purple scale, it's called replacement. So we are adding pre before the filter, and we can add post also at the same time after the filter. And remember, each 1 ml of these fluids I am adding, I need to remove it. Okay? How we will remove it? By the effluent pump, the yellow scale, the yellow bag. Okay? So this is for CVVH. Remember, hemofiltration, we are doing convection. So my target is to remove middle molecules, not the small one, the middle molecules. Okay, in CVVH, we have another thing, not just convection. We have also ultrafiltration. So we can remove, in CVVH, we can remove extra fluid also from the patient, not just only in scuff. Okay? So we agreed in scuff is only to remove extra fluid, no solids. In CVVH, I am doing convection, I am removing middle solutes, but also I can remove extra fluid from the patient. So we can do also ultrafiltration in CVVH. Clear? Okay, let's go to the third one. CVVHD, continuous veno-venous hemodialysis. When you see hemodialysis, this D, remember diffusion, D, okay? Remember I need dialysate, another D, so 3 Ds. Hemodialysis, diffusion, and I need now the dialysate on the green scale. So, our patient, the blood comes out from the patient through the blood pump, will enter to the filter from here, and goes out from the filter, comes back to the patient. Now here we have the dialysate. the dialysate will enter to the filter in opposite direction of the blood. Do you know why? It's not about the fluids. The blood is entering like this to the filter. The dialysate will be like this, in the opposite direction. The filter is made of fibers, okay? The blood will be passing through these fibers. Around these fibers, we have the dialysate. So dialysate doesn't contact with the blood directly. There is a semi-permeable membrane separate the blood from dialysate. Okay? Now, why the blood is passing in this way and the dialysate in the other way, the opposite direction? To make what?
Absorption, absorption, because the difference of pressure.
Also not about the pressures. What about the concentrations of the solutes? We agree for diffusion is removing of solutes from a place with high concentration to a place with lower concentration. So when I make the dialysate and the blood, they are passing in opposite directions, I am making the exchange or the diffusion as high as possible, and it's happening in the whole filter. Okay? So this is the idea, or this is the goal of making the dialysate in a direction and the blood in another direction, to make the exchange between both of them high as possible. So let's come back here to CVHD. So the blood enter to the filter here, has a lot of waste products. Here the dialysate, which is clear, doesn't contain any waste product, will enter to the filter in opposite direction. So inside the filter we will have the exchange, the diffusion. Okay? So the blood will comes out from the filter clear, no waste product, no even extra fluids, because also in CVHD we can do ultrafiltration. Okay? Remember, in SCAF, I'm having 2 pumps are running.
Yes.
Blood pump and effluent, right?
Yes.
You can see here I'm having also these 2 pumps that are running. The blood pump and the effluent is also, so I am having this squeezing. And so this is the CVHD, hemodialysis and diffusion. Okay? Let's go for the last one, CVHDF, continuous veno-venous hemodiafiltration. In hemodiafiltration, we are combining 2 modalities, CVVH and CVVHD. Okay, 2 things. So here in hemodiafiltration, because I am having CVVH, so I have convection. CVVHD, I have it also, so I have diffusion. Okay, so here we have everything. We are doing everything. On the machine, you will see all pumps are running, all scales are using. So we are doing everything. So for diffusion, we need what? Which bag for diffusion? Yes, correct. The dialysate. Okay, remember D, diffusion, D, dialysate. Okay? For convection, which bags? Effluent will take everything, will collect everything. Okay? But for convection, we need what? We need to add what? Exactly, fluids. So we need? Exactly. We need the pre and post, the white bag, and post, the replacement, and the purple bag. Okay? So here we are doing convection through pre and post, and we are doing diffusion through the dialysate. In effluent, we will collect everything. Okay? We added the pre and we added post. They do their function, then I need to collect them in the effluent bag. The dialysate, the same. the dialysate will enter to the filter, do its work, then I need to collect it in the effluent, plus the extra fluid from the patient, so plus the ultrafiltration. Okay? Also, we will collect it in this effluent bag. Any question? It's okay? Let's see this table. Now we need all of us to fill this table. Here we have the CRRT modalities, SCOP, CVVH, CVHD, and CVHDF. Here we have the transport mechanisms: ultrafiltration, convection, diffusion, and adsorption. And here at the last we have the dialysis. So now I need your help to fill this table. Let's start with the SCOP. What do we have? Which one?
Ultrafiltration.
Perfect. We have only ultrafiltration. Great. Let's go for CVVH. What do we have? Exactly, convection and ultrafiltration. Yes. CVVHD.
All three.
Diffusion.
Again, ultrafiltration, yes. What's the second one?
Diffusion. Diffusion.
Yes, correct. Only diffusion, okay? Because see here we have CVHD. That's it. So ultrafiltration and diffusion. That I have diffusion. I need what?
Dialysate.
I need dialysate. Yes. What about CVHDF? All, exactly. So we have ultrafiltration, convection, diffusion, and of course I need dialysate for diffusion. So what about adsorption? Which one? Which modality?
Absorption.
Yeah, adsorption.
CVHDF with oxalate.
The last one, transport mechanism, is adsorption. In which modality I can use it?
With oxalate. Which HDF?
HDF, yes. HD, yes.
All.
Exactly. All. Actually, yes, all. Do you know why? In adsorption, what do I need? I need a specific thing. Okay, I have the molecules. What do you think about the filter? Filter.
Specific filter for the...
Exactly. So to achieve the adsorption, I need a specific membrane with a special characteristics to achieve the adsorption. So adsorption, it doesn't depend if there is any pressure or if I am adding any fluids, nothing. It depends on the membrane itself. Okay? So yes, I can use it in SCOP, I can use it in CVVH, I can use it in CVHD and CVHD. But look here. Here I can see I have a star. Here I have yes. Here I have a star. Here I have yes. Why? Let's remember. In SCOP, what's my goal from SCOP? Okay, only removing fluid. So, do I need this special membrane?
No.
No need. It depends on the squeezing, right? So yes, I can use the adsorption. I can use the special membrane in SCOP, but no need. Okay? In CVVHD, what's my goal? Which molecules I am removing? What's the size of the molecules I'm removing?
Medium.
D diffusion, yes, small, the small ones, okay, like urea, creatinine, regulating the electrolytes, okay, so small. So also, do I need this special membrane? No, because in CVHD we are depending on diffusion, right? And diffusion, I need difference in concentration, high to low, so no need. But if we go for CVVH and CVHDF, what's my goal from both? Where I have convection to remove which molecules?
Medium molecule.
Exactly, medium. So if I want to use the adsorption, yes, I am removing middle to large molecules. Okay? So yes, with CVHDF, yes, let's use this special membrane. I will have more clearance for middle to large molecules. Okay? Get the idea? Yes. Right. So here, because we have talked about the size of molecules, let's have a look which are these molecules. We have something called molecular weight. Molecular weight is the size of the molecule, and it is measured by delta. Okay? So for example, here the red molecules, the small one, you can see, I don't know if you can see the urea. Urea is 60 Dalton, so it's a small one. Creatinine, 113 Dalton, so also it's a small. So for these in red, the small molecules, how to remove them? Which? Small, CVHD, correct. So we are depending on diffusion. Okay, great. For middle molecules, the blue ones, look at vitamin B12. It's 1,300 Dalton. Now it's a little bit big. Inulin, 5,000. Okay. Beta-2 microglobulin, 11,000 Dalton. They are now a little bit big. So for these middle molecules, convection. Okay, CVVH or CVHDF. Large molecules like myoglobin, it's below 18 kilodalton. Large, we can go for adsorption. Okay? Last thing here is the albumin. Albumin, it's between 55 to 60 kilodalton. Now the question, for patients who are doing for them CRRT or who are acute kidney injury patients, do we have to remove albumin? No, it's an essential protein and I need it in the patient's body, okay? So the maximum molecular weight which allows by CRRT to be removed should be below the albumin. I should not let the albumin to come out, okay? So the maximum molecular weight that can be removed is below 50 kilodalton, so below the albumin, okay? Now let's have a look for the patients who should receive CRRT. We agreed for patients who are acute kidney injury patients, volume overload, we go for them for CRRT. But we have two indications. We have renal and we have non-renal indications. Let's see the renal indications for hyperkalemia or metabolic acidosis. The pH is less than or equal to 7.2. Volume overload, complications due to uremia, and the changes in serum creatinine. So these are the renal indications for patients who should receive CRRT. Let's see the non-renal. Non-renal indications like intoxication or overdose with some alcohols, septic shock patient, acute liver failure, and severe tumor disease syndrome. So now my question is, for patients who come to you is volume overload, what do you think is the best CRRT modality for them? Perfect, SCOP. And for hyperkalemia? Correct, CVHD, yes. For septic shock patient? And
CVH. Or CVH.
And which transport mechanism?
It's
Medium term.
Yes, correct. Adsorption. Okay? Because remember, in septic shock patients, we want to remove the cytokines and the endotoxins, the large molecules. So we need the adsorption with CVHDF or CVH. Okay? Now for anticoagulation methods, I will leave the stage for Dr. Fawaz. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, increasing the pre, that's another thing. Yes, please.
One question. Initially, when we start this therapy, flushing saline was mandatory. Then I think when study came up, we stopped doing it. Why?
Which study?
Saline. I mean, it was mandatory to collect saline 1 liter flushing. Then we stop this.
Type. Which flushing that you stopped?
When we start this therapy, that was standard for all of us to connect one liver saline and flushing.
Right.
But not right. Flushing. Then you stop us to do. Why?
Now, let's speak it, I don't know what's the situation, but let's speak it in another way. What we do is priming. Now, there is two kinds of priming. Priming with a heparinized saline or priming without heparinized saline. Some hospitals, what they do is they flush, for example, you are using M100, not 150. M100 is one cycle. Okay, while M50 is two cycles. If I'm using M100 and I used 1 liter of saline heparinized, the recommendation for heparin is 5,000 units in 1 liter. And I used this in the circuit, okay? Some hospitals, they like to flush after that with another 1 liter. So what they do, to clear the heparin, the excess of heparin, okay? In M150, you are having 2 cycles. So you put the first cycle heparinized, the second cycle non-heparinized, normal saline. In M100, they will put heparinized and they will not press prime plus test, they will press only prime. And then they will remove this, they will put non-heparinized saline and then reprime, exactly. And then reprime, and then they will do it. Okay, this is, some hospitals they don't do that. Some hospitals they don't, this depends on your protocol. But we advise to do that. You know, it can help in decreasing the chance of clot. Yeah, so we advise to do that. To use 5,000 international units in 1 liter, okay, and prime the machine with that.
After that, reprime again with the normal.
If M100, reprime. If it's M150, and mostly you will be using M150.
Initially we were doing like that.
In our
but when
hospital, we are not
updated, we stopped
priming with
doing
the.
What update? From where did you get this update?
Saying that Baxter, the CBST was updated some years back, then they stopped even to use the flush.
It's not about flush, we are speaking about priming.
Priming also.
Yeah, with
We used to
priming
do
we are
with
not
heparin.
using
Initially
heparin.
when
No, you
was
can do
taught
it
to
with
us-
heparin or without heparin.
Heparin.
But yeah, for example, when you are using Oxyrus, although it's heparin impregnated, still we advise to do it with to flush with the heparin. So it's up to you, and it depends on the patient profile also. Okay, so it's up to you, but we can do this or we can not do this, and depends on your decision, your protocol inside the IC. Did I answer the question?
Yes.
Perfect. So now we know the 3 anticoagulation strategies. Let's discuss about the dose. Okay, what's the dose that we use for anticoagulation for heparin? Let's speak mainly. You are using heparin. How do you do the dosing of heparin?
Depending on the patient APT.
Patient APTT. Okay. So how do you do it? What's the range do you use? We are discussing. It's a discussion. It's not a question to test. It's just mind trigger. Okay. 5,050 ml. Infusion rate. Okay.
We have a preventable dose. We have treating dose. Difference between the situation of patient and the to use what I need from the for preventive or for treatment.
In CRRT, it's not preventive.
Paper is
Within the
heparin
treatment
dose.
CRRT.
According to that,
What's the recommended dose or what's the dose, the ranges I should move with? Okay. Now the recommendation, we say it's between 10, it's not we, it's a study say, between 10 to 20 international units per kg. We have 2 kinds of infusion in the machine. One is continuous, okay, and one is bolus. We'll speak about continuous now. Bolus is very easy, 20 to 40 international units as 1 shot, okay? But now we speak about continuous, 10 to 20 international units per kg. Okay? When do I choose 10 or 5, if you start with 5, or 20? What is controlling me? The APTT. The APTT. Okay? What's the range of the normal range of the APTT?
45 to 50. Like
The normal range is 30 to 35.
30 to 25.
Okay? But what's my target? 60 to 80.
80.
I want to have the APTT between 60 to 80. The mistake that the nurses do usually, okay, in the whole region, it's not about UAE, okay, even other countries, they see the APTT 35, oh, we are normal, we are good. The filter will clot. Because we need to increase the APTT between 60 to 80. When we are between these brackets, things are good. Okay? That doesn't mean 100% it will not clot. Still, there is a chance of clot. Clot is our headache. Okay? But this will decrease to the minimum. There is, they will show you in the machine the filtration fraction. Okay? Keeping it between 20 to 25 will decrease. The speed pump will decrease. The pre compared to post will decrease. There is a lot of things that we can do will decrease. If we do everything, the whole package, we will really decrease the chance of clot. Okay, coming back to anticoagulation, APTT, we want to keep it between 60 to 80. Now, I started my treatment. Okay, after half an hour or after 1 hour, I did the APTT, and I see that the APTT is 50. My target is between what?
60 to 80.
60 to 80. What should I do?
Increase.
Increase by 10%.
10%.
And then repeat the APTT after half an hour. Okay? I started my treatment. I'm in the middle of the treatment. I did the APTT. Suddenly I see that the APTT is 90 or 95, for example. What should I do?
Maintain.
Stop. For 1 hour and then decrease by 10%. If I decreased, if the APTT is high and I decreased it and still giving heparin, there is a small chance that I can go into bleeding. So if I see that the APTT is rising higher than what expected, I'll stop for 1 hour. But if I stop totally, that means I'll go into clot. I'm just stopping to give a chance for the heparin to go out of the body. The heparin life cycle is between around 90 minutes in the body, okay? So I'm giving 60 minutes for, that I'll get 60 or 70% of the heparin out, and then I'll decrease by 10%, and then after half an hour, repeat the APTT to keep it between 60 to 80. Are we clear?
Yes.
Do you have any question?
If it is in a normal range, as you told, if it is between 60 to 70.
To 80. Yeah.
60 to 80. So if in that case, means you need to continue in the same.
Yeah, we are good. We are having the patient where we need the patient to be. So this is the position that we need to put the patient in. All right? Any other questions?
Sir, this is the protocol of our hospital regarding the anticoagulation.
Oh.
It's not more than 65.
Yeah, it's less than 65. It should be 60 to 80. You are putting 40. Who put this protocol? From where did you get it?
From the hospital.
From your hospital.
I see.
From the ICU. Less than 65. My question is, how is the clotting going on with you while you are doing treatments? How is the clot? Do you face a lot of clots where you...
Some patients
Catheter is one of the main things,
Yeah.
One of the main things is catheter.
Patient life is here very
Now they are adjusting the rates so that the filter fraction is less than 24. Now they are making like that.
That's one thing, yeah.
In some cases it is blending.
Okay, anyway, for the protocol, this is from the doctors. So I cannot challenge this as a Baxter employee. But what we say usually is between 60 to 80, and there are some studies, but this can be discussed with the doctors. Okay, but I cannot tell you not challenge this. This is a doctor decision. Okay, so we will speak about this later. Thank you for sharing that, but we will discuss this later with the ICU themselves because it's their decision.
At least, Dr. Fawaz, if we have this ABT 60, 65, we have to not worry about it. This is the idea.
Yeah.
Don't be scared that 62 we have to do something. No, till 65 as per your protocol also, you are safe, you are secure. Okay, that means don't worry. 65 even maybe reach to like 70. Still as a CRRT you are in a good shape. Let's say 65 to obey the current protocol until we can discuss with doctors later on. But don't worry about 60, 62, 64. It's still okay for the treatment, for the extracorporeal shrink. Okay? Once you finish the CRRT, after 1-2 hours, you start to think about the normal range of ABTT, which should come back again to your normal range, I think. Okay? No issue.
All right. Now, thank you, Ayman. For how many hours do you connect the patient? 72 hours. Okay. So, and within this 72 hours, the range I'm speaking, like per patient, how many filter do you use?
Maybe
Different, yeah, but I'm speaking the majority. Like mostly we use 2 filters, mostly we use 3 filters, mostly 1 filter. النظرة قوية الصراحة.
One shift we are changing 2 filter at least for some cases.
One shift is 12 hours or 24 hours?
12 hours.
12 hours. 12 hours, 2 filters.
Depends on the patient position and the theater position as well.
Okay, so basically within 72 hours you're using around 6 to 8 filters.
Actually, in 1 month, maybe one patient is totally completing 72 hours.
Yeah, very few patients.
Maybe 1 or 2 patients
We had
only.
few patients with 30
Because we are
no
not
problem.
having-
We are
Mhm.
that message only we had to change the filter. Yeah.
Okay. Fine. I hope with today's training you will you will be you will be capable to understand. Like I said, there is a lot of things that affects the clot. One of it is application, one of it is anticoagulation, of course the patient profile, all of these things. So understanding all of this and applying it as a full package will decrease this to the chance of clot to the minimum. Any other questions about anticoagulation? Clear. All right. Now we'll speak about the fun part. Dose and prescription. Now, tell me, what's dose, what's prescription? What's the difference between when I speak dose and prescription?
Those that have a policy about prescription regarding to what we are
Solution we use.
change.
Prescription.
Who's idea is not
Okay.
Post and pre.
The dose is the amount of fluid I need to administrate to the patient via the CRRT, including ultrafiltration. Okay. The prescription is the segregation of what I should give, how much should I give from each fluid. Okay, let's go in it step by step. So dose is reported as effluent flow rate. So the bag per hour, how many ml in the bag? How many ml per hour in the bag I have? This is my dose. Okay, it's reported either ml per hour or ml per kg per hour. When I say the dose is 30 ml per kg per hour, okay, that's usually what you hear, right? The patient, or what you see even in the machine, the patient is having a dose of 30, 35, 40 ml per kg per hour. You have a question?
That is the initial settings, no?
That's the dose, the initial setting you have. We will learn the calculation now about it. So ml per hour or ml per kg per hour, that's the amount of effluent coming out. Okay, when we say, what do we mean by effluent? Any fluid that's coming out. What's the fluids that's coming out? Dialysate, replacement, even heparin or citrate if you are giving citrate, and ultrafiltration. So any fluid coming out of the filter and accumulating in the bag, that's my dose per hour. Okay? So prescription is understanding this. How much I'll give dialysate, how much I'll give replacement, how much I'll put anticoagulation. Let's have an example. I have a patient who's 100 kg, and the dose I want to give is 30 ml per kg per hour. How much fluid do I need to give him? 3,000. I heard it, yeah, 3,000. That means I'm multiplying the dose, multiply the weight, the kg.
Yes.
3,000. In this 3,000, the prescription, how much I'm going to give replacement pre, how much I'm going to give dialysate, how much I'm going to give replacement post, and how much ultrafiltration. All right?
Yes.
This is the prescription. Now, if you calculate these amounts, that's 3,000. Okay? Why I'm having the dose 31? I said I'm giving 3,000. Okay? And I gave pre-blood pump, I gave it 1,200. I gave dialysate 1,800 for post. Okay? Why I'm having the dose 31, not 30?
Because I want to remove the extra fluid.
The ultrafiltration. Usually, in the prescription, as we said, anything that's coming out of the filter in the effluent, that's including ultrafiltration. But in CRRT, usually we keep 50 to 100. That's the trend. You can keep it a little bit more or less, so it will not affect that much. So whatever I take as a calculation, I put it in the dose. And add it to it, the fluid removal. Because extra more dose will not affect the mortality. It will not add a benefit, but it will not be overuse. It will. I wouldn't say that if I give 50 ml per kg per hour, it's better for the patient. No, it will not have any advantage. But at the same time, it's not harmful. While underdose is harmful. So that's why we just 30 ml per kg per hour. Patient is 100 kg. We multiply this by this. We have 3,000. We do the dose and we give it to the patient. Add it to it, this one. Did you get the point? This is how we calculate the prescription. So we have in the prescription, as we said, we have everything. We have the pre-blood pump or the pre-replacement. We have the patient fluid remover or the ultrafiltration. We have the dialysate, we have the post-replacement, and we have the syringe flow. The Prismaflex is very precise that even the milliliters given by the heparin syringe, it will be added. You got the point?
Yes.
We divide this by the body weight, we get the patient dose. So we have milliliter per hour, that means it will be 3,000. This is 3,000 is calculating in all of these things. If we divide it by the patient who's 100 kg, we will get the patient dose or the effluent dose, which is 30 milliliter per kg per hour. Clear? Now the correct dose. What's the dose that you are using in your hospital? What usually the doctor asks you to do? 32. 30. Okay. How much? 30. Type. 30 to 40. 35 to 40. Yes.
This is what we are following, sir.
CVHDF 42. CVHD 35. That's interesting. All right. That's good. See, we have the KDIGO guideline. Okay. What's KDIGO? It's the Kidney Disease Improving Global Outcome. They have guidelines which is adopted worldwide. All right. So the KDIGO is recommending for AKI 20 to 25 milliliter per kg per hour. Do you think a patient connected to the CRRT machine in 24 hours, will he get this dose? Will you achieve 20 to 25 milliliter per kg per hour in a 24-hour period? Yes or no?
No. No.
No. Why?
Because
Because it's
one
not-
float,
Yeah.
we should stop the machine 1 hour to restart.
Thank you. It's called downtime. What do we mean by downtime? The filter is clotted. You need 20 minutes, 30 minutes, how many minutes you need, you are changing. The patient is collapsing. You are stopping the machine for some time, giving him norepi, getting the patient in a tolerable status that he can be connected again to CRRT. The patient is having CT. You are disconnecting, putting the machine in recirculation, getting the patient out. So what we say is the prescribed is not the same as the delivered due to downtime. And downtimes will come. You know, we cannot control it. There is an alarm. The blood pump stopped. Okay, until you resolve the alarm, it's considered the downtime. If you collect it, you will find that basically you are not delivering the same prescribed dose. That's why KDIGO in the next section, they said in clinical practice, we need to recommend 25 to 30 ml and minimize the interruptions. By experience, the interruptions are minimized, but you cannot control it. You never know what will happen. All right? In our region, mostly, they go 30 to 35 to be on the safe side. As we said, overdose is not harmful. It's not of a benefit, but it's not harmful. Underdose is harmful. You got the point?
Yes.
So that's why it's this thing. It's in the region they are increasing a little bit, but this is the KDIGO recommendation. It's 25 to 30. All right?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Good. As we said, prescribed dose is not equal to the delivered dose due to the downtime. Can you give me a fast exercise? What's the CRRT dose in milliliter per hour and in milliliter per kg per hour?
No?
25 you make.
Calculate one.
If it's not clear, we have a pre-replacement 1200. We have the syringe 2 ml. We have the ultrafiltration 50. We have the dialysate 1000, and we have the post replacement 500. What's the dose? Okay, that's milliliter per hour. Milliliter per kg per hour. Effluent dose.
35 times.
How much?
Yeah.
28.9.
28.
പിന്നെ replacement കൂടെ കൂട്ടാം.
28, which we call it 29. Let's calculate it together. 1,200 plus 50 plus 1,000 plus 500. Okay?
3,750.
Divided by 95. Yeah, not 27, 28.9. I thought maybe I did a typing mistake or something like that. 28.9. Okay, that's it. You got the point? 28.9. So we calculate everything, okay, and we divide it by the body weight.
29 into
Again, please, if anybody is confused about it, this is very important.
Yeah, we didn't get it properly.
Okay, please, yeah. Can you just explain it again? Just for all?
No, I'll show it to you in the formula. We understand everything that's written here? So, effluent, flow rate is including everything. Let me say it in a simpler word. The dose is the amount of fluid that is going to the patient via the CRRT. Effluent is anything that's coming out of the filter, including the ultrafiltration. All right. So how much fluid I'm going to give? I'm having CVVH. That means I'm using which fluid? Replacement. Okay. How much replacement I'm giving is in my dose. I'm going CVVHDF. I'm using replacement and dialysate. That means I'll calculate how much dialysate, how much replacement. In my example here, it's CVVHDF. I'm using dialysate, I'm using replacement pre and replacement post. Okay? So what I have here, and I have ultrafiltration. As I said, it's including the solution administered plus the ultrafiltration. So I have 1,200 of replacement pre and 500 post. That means total of 1,700. That's replacement. Okay? I have 1,000 dialysate. So that means 2,700. I have ultrafiltration 50. 2,750 and the 2.
Yes.
Okay? This is the effluent that I'm using in total. I have the patient 95 kg. I'll divide this by 95. I'll get 28.9.
Yes.
Which I can say that the dose is 29.
29.
Okay? Exactly, it's 28.9. Do we understand it now?
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Huh?
Maybe it will be more clear by examples.
Yeah, we will have examples.
But already there
We will have examples. Just a reminder, these are the things that included in the dose. So in SCUF, we don't have any solutions administered, right? So it's only ultrafiltration. In CVVH, we are using replacement. Okay? If you remember, Layan told you a nice trick. DD, HD dialysate, HD dialysis, HD dialysate. So that you will not get confused which solution I'm using for which modality. CVVHD, dialysate. Okay? No D, then it's a replacement. Alright? So, in replacement, in CVVH, I'm using replacement. So I'll be calculating the pre and the post. In CVVHD, I'm using dialysate. CVVHDF, I'm having a full house.
Yes.
Plus, I'm adding the syringe, either it's heparin or if I'll be using citrate or whatever. Okay? Now you don't need to calculate this. This is for your own understanding. This is the doctor who will give you the dose very clearly and the prescription, and you will put it in the machine. But this, we need to understand what is the doctor giving to us. We are healthcare professionals, so we need to understand it's not we are machines only. We need to segregate this to understand that the doctor is giving 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how it's done. All right? So let's have the example now. We have a patient, 60 kg. The dose that the doctor wants is 35 ml per kg per hour. Okay? Let's have a paper and a pen and prepare the calculator beside us. The doctor wants the dose 35. Okay? He told you that I want a pre-replacement of 66, a post-replacement. We are going CVVHDF, that means we have dialysate and replacement. 33 pre-replacement, why 66 pre-replacement, 33 post-replacement, and dialysate 900. Can you calculate for me, please, the pre and the post? How much I'm going to give pre, how much I'm going to give post?
Patient weight is 60 into 35 response. You already told dialysate 2100
Difficult or easy?
2100 minus 900. This much is balance 200. We already told that time replacement is 500 no? Already. Replacement he told 500. I don't know how CPP 700, 500 replacement. According to him, replacement if it is there.
They approximately 693.
അല്ല ഇപ്പൊ ഈ 11 ബ്രേക്ക്
Are we ready here?
So pre-blood term will be 700 and the other one
How much?
700 and 500.
700 and 500.
1,100 is there for us.
Your number is what? 800. 800. What's your number? Around 280, 380, and process
690 almost 700.
Okay, 600. Here we have 700, 500, right? What you got here is 700, 500.
Yes.
All right. Right. Let's calculate it together.
Okay.
Let me have, first of all, this table. Tell me your calculation. What's the first thing that you do there? Okay. Okay, so how much to be? 35 multiplied by 60. That is 2,100. All right. After that, what did you do?
Minus dialysate. Minus dialysate. 1,200. Yeah. Minus 900.
Minus 900. Now,
1,200 remained. That we have to divide.
now you got 700, 500. Give me your calculation. Give me your calculation. 700, 500. How did you get 700 and how did you get 500?
We assume five replacement. That 1000 divided, you should divide both pre and post.
Yeah. Now, 1000, this thing, we got 2100, all right?
Yes.
What's the next thing did you do? Minus 900, okay.
1200 is done, this one.
Yeah.
That we have to pre and post.
So pre and post. So it will not be 700, 500, it will be 800, 400. How did you get the result? Again, first thing we remove the 900, okay, from the total. First we remove the 900.
Yes.
So we'll get 1200.
200.
It will be 33% will be 396 or something like that, which is equivalent to 400. And the post will be 800.
800.
So how did you get 500, 700? This is my question. Here you got it right, and here you got it right. Here you did only the mistake of minusing, which now we understand it. And this is the point of this is a trap we always do. So, okay, so how did you get 500, 700? It's only a calculation mistake. Yeah, it's only a calculation mistake. But you got the concept right that you need to remove the dialysate. Let's have again fun. I have a patient, 120 kg. Again, I need 35 ml per kg per hour. I need mode CVV HDF. I need replacement 50% pre, 50% post, and dialysate 1200. Let's do the calculation. It should be easy now.
Yes.
1050, 1050.
هو انا عارف ان انت اللي صح بس السيستم على
Yeah, both 1500.
What did we get?
1500.
Thank you. What did we get?
Both, yeah, 1500. Very easy.
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, constantly you use 0.5.
That first one by 35, that's 4,200. And then I remove 1,200 the dialysate, I'll get 3,000. The doctor is asking me 50-50. So it will be 1,500 pre, 1,500 post. Are we clear?
Yes.
So, do we have any question about how we calculate the dosing? What's the thing that we add? Anything which is unclear?
One question.
تفضلي.
The percentage of pre or post
Okay.
criteria is it selected?
This is done by the doctor, but let me explain it to you. It's an interesting question. Now, I have a patient who's critically ill and who is deteriorating, and the chance, the mortality is very high, and he's intended to die. Okay? Now, if you remember from my colleagues when they told you, pre, that means high risk of clot, but excellent clearance. Low risk of clot, but low efficiency of clearance. Post, high risk of clot, but high efficiency of clearance. That means if I do post, I have chance for the filter to clot, it will be higher. But the exchange is amazing because I have the fully concentrated blood into the filter, all right? I have a patient who's dying, okay? That means that when I connect the patient, I want the maximum efficiency in the shortest time. I know that I'll do post for him, I'll be in very high chance of clot, and mostly I lose my filter in 7 hours or 12 hours. But I know at the same time that within this 7 to 12 hours, the clearance will be amazing. So I put him into post, and I don't care about the filter. In the other bed, I have a patient, stable. I need I need clearance for him, but I'm not afraid to lose him in 12 hours or 24 hours. The patient is somehow stable. Of course, all of them are unstable. You are in the ICU. Okay, you are in the best place in the hospital, the ICU, where you have the best patients. So they are all unstable, but still, there is extreme, patient who's dying, and there are patients who are under control. So this patient, he's under control. I'm not afraid that he will die within 12 hours, 24 hours. He's not deteriorating. The curve is somehow stable. Then I'll think about the filter. Then I'll think pre more than post. That I'll give the filter chance to work with me for 72 hours. Got the point? This is the criteria. This is the decision of the doctor.
But they understand this one?
Huh?
They understand this one?
You tell me they understand this one. It's not me. It's your hospital. But this is how we choose.
Is there anything to do with the BP, this pre and post?
BP, blood pressure?
Yeah.
No, blood pressure is related with the blood pump.
Is there anything?
Of course, it will be related to the blood pump and the extracorporeal volume. Now, one thing, for example, in Baxter, the maximum extracorporeal volume in the biggest filter is 192 ml, which is really very small. Compared to, in the HD, I don't know, you work with the HD, they can go to 250 and 300 and 300 and 400. Okay, we have the maximum extracorporeal volume in the biggest filter, which is used for sepsis management, Oxiris, is 192. We are still less than 200 ml. Okay. So as we said, in the blood pressure, it depends on how fast the extracorporeal volume and how fast. Now there are tips for that. For example, when you are dealing with a very severely hypotensive patient or hemodynamically unstable, start very low. Don't put a prescription. Put him only on the blood pump. Yeah, keep him for 10-15 minutes. The patient will, and while you are doing this, you are adjusting the norepi. In case, of course, he will be on a norepi, okay? Then after 10-15 minutes, I start 50 or 70. Then I'll increase gradually, okay? After I see that the patient is used for that and stable, I'll start putting my prescription. We call it the ladder steps. I always advise to do the ladder steps in all of the patient, but when we're having a severe case, we do it in 10-15 minutes. Other cases, we do it in 1 minute, 2 minutes. You got the point? That in 5 minutes, you finished all of the steps. But still, others, they put the prescription, they put everything directly, and that's it. But when we are having really a hypotensive patient, extremely unstable, I'll put him on a very low. I'll just make the blood go. After 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I'll start gradually putting the prescription. And in 40 minutes, the patient will be tolerating, and I know what's the amount of norepi I'm giving him. I know what's going on, and I can connect him already in a stable mode, but it will take me longer time. That's for the real hypotensive patients.
So if you are decreasing or increasing the blood flow, is there anything to do with the BP?
Yeah, it will affect, of course.
The BP will be less when we are increasing.
We can reduce the filtration fraction also maybe.
Filtration fraction is for clotting. Filtration fraction, it will decrease.
The filtration.
That's why I'm telling, if the patient will tolerate, the sister here said that we increase the blood pump. It's a perfect scenario. And you can see it on the machine when you will work on the machine. If you increase the blood flow, you will see that the filtration fraction is coming down directly. But will the patient tolerate this or not? This is a patient profile. Depending on the patient. If the patient can tolerate it, yes, of course, go higher. But if the patient cannot tolerate it, what can I do? I cannot do anything. You got it?
Yes.
Any other questions?
So, if we cannot keep the blood flow more than 80 or 80, so is there any other scenario that we can achieve this filter fraction to 20 to 24?
Increase dialysate compared to replacement.
Increase the
dialysate compared to replacement. You will see it in action. You will see it with Ayman in action. Now he will be demonstrating this to you. But yes, increase dialysate compared to replacement, then you will see that it's the filtration fraction is coming down. Always convection. You see, convection is always a pressure. What happens with convection? You are dragging large molecules. How you are dragging? You are adding fluid and removing fluid. Removing the fluid will increase the viscosity of the distilling. Yeah, we already lost our voice, my friend.
Hello?
No, it's cut. Okay, so when you are removing, so this is, you are removing fluid. This what increases the filtration fraction. This what, increases the chance of clot. And in convection, in CVVH, while I'm putting replacement and I'm removing it, the filtration fraction will increase. Now, if I put pre, it will decrease a little bit, but still, due to convection, it will still be high. This is where the people always confuse. They put pre and the filtration fraction is high because you are doing convection, because you are having massive ultrafiltration. Actually, for the patient, the ultrafiltration is what you will set 100 ml, but you are putting 1,000. So you are removing 1,100. 100 ml, the one you said that you want to, the overload, okay, and the 1,000 that you added. So in convection, you add the solution and you remove it at the same moment. Same moment. So it's not any positive load. You just add and remove. So if you add pre, it will decrease a little bit, but still it will be high due to the convection and the massive ultrafiltration. While if you add dialysate, you will see that it really goes down. If you increase the blood pump, it will really goes down. Adjusting the correct anticoagulation, the chance will really of the clot will go down. Anticoagulation is not affecting the filtration fraction, but it will decrease the chance, okay, of clot. Bubbles, it will decrease the chance of clot. Catheter, flushing the catheter, making sure the catheter is perfect, the patient is not moving, the lines are not kinked, it will decrease this. So there are a lot of things that Ayman will be showing you. It will show you. Yes, please.
Many of the times, the thing happening is while we are positioning the patient, at that time only the most of the filters are getting clogged. So it will be showing
extremely
negative pressure. So is there anything that we can do just to prevent
if it's about positioning?
Not only we cannot do like that, no?
Huh?
The positioning is very important. Every 2 hours we are doing position. So
not 2 hours, it's most often 3 hours like that. But still, during the positioning only all these are happening. Means until then the things will be going smoothly, and as soon as we turn the patient,
then you have to turn them in a way that you are not affecting the catheter.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, like it is. Okay, like it is. Okay, and assure that this loader is out. Assure that this loader is out. If in, you can take it out by your hand. If it's in, you can take it by your hand. Okay. Yeah. I know you are strong. Okay. Now you will hold this filter by right hand and your left hand close the lower latch. The lower latch. Okay? And by angle. Like this, not vertical, by little angle. Tilt it like this. Okay? And put it like this. Done. Again. Yeah. Please try 2, 3 few. Just try to repeat this step again. Okay. Remove it and give it to your colleague. Okay. Angle. And close down. Close first and push. And don't push the loader by your hand. Don't push the loader. Keep it out. The machine will do auto load for it. Okay. By angle. Tilt it. Okay, again, your colleague, please repeat it quickly. In 2 seconds, yalla, finish. Okay. Filter? Okay, cut only this part. Yeah, cut. Yes? Okay, like this. Okay? Like this. Okay, and assure that this loader is out. Assure that this loader is out. If in, you can take it out by your hand. If it's in, you can take it by your hand. Okay? I know you are strong. Okay. Now you will hold this filter by right hand and your left hand close the lower latch. The lower latch. Okay? And by angle. Like this, not vertical, by little angle. Tilt it like this. Okay? And put it like this. Colors. Done. Again. Yeah. Please try 2, 3 few. Just try to repeat this step again. Okay, remove it and give it to your colleague. Okay. Angle. And close down. Close first and push. And don't push the loader by your hand. Don't push the loader. Keep it out. The machine will do auto load for it. Okay? By angle. Tilt it. Okay, again, your colleague, please repeat it quickly. In 2 seconds, yalla, finish. Okay. Okay, now I feel that it's a little bit down. Like, okay.
Remove this like this. Remember. Okay, down, no, come down.
Don't push, just hang it. Oh, my mistake. Remove the lines, but don't cut the paper tape. Don't cut it. Only remove it from the plastic holder and keep it like this. Okay? Okay. Don't worry, the lines will not touch the floor. Don't cut any paper tape. Only just to remove the lines from the holder. After that, you will find a small plastic part down. Pull it out and down. Pull it out and down. This action, because no lines will touch the floor, nothing. All the circuit is sterile or sterile. Now we'll go to second one. This second. Read it. Attach all pressure pods. How many pressure pods?
3. 4.
4 pressure pods on the machine. How many pressure pods on the circuit?
3.
3 pressure pods in the circuit and 4 pressure pods on the machine. The top left one, it's not used. The top left one, not used. Okay? It means we have 1 on the top, 2 down. Okay, how to install it? All of you know how to install the pressure pod. Just put by tilt it also, push and twist. Okay, please do. Oh. Okay, again, yeah, please come. Yeah. Ring and the effluent line in blood leak detector. Where is the discharge ring? Okay, this is wrong. Why? It's kinked from here. Will give you flow problem after maybe half hour, 1 hour, 2 hours. Give wrong. Please correct it. No, don't make it. Go to next. Yeah.
Red one.
Yeah, you will find Y line connected with the red and the yellow line.
Yes.
Only to hang it on the left hook.
Yes.
Okay, easy, very easy. Next, please. Okay, connect the return line to return pressure transducer and drip chamber or venous chamber holder. We'll see how to insert it. For this return line, smile, as usual. Okay, just okay. Here for the return line, how to put it? No need to twist this line. Only push and tight the cap. Only the cap. Here, push and tight the cap anti-clockwise. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, and for the venous chamber, from down, bottom, and top. Okay, I need another body, please, to repeat it. Yes, please. Okay. Push and tight. Exactly. And the venous chamber or the drip chamber, down, down, and down. Exact. Thank you. Another one, last one here. Yes, okay. Push. Exactly. Okay?
Yeah.
Any confusion? Next.
Continue. This one.
Next. Press. Okay. Air detector, air bubble detector, and return clamp. Return clamp, air bubble detector. Okay, again. How to remove? Just press on this button. Okay. Put. You have to hear this click sound. And here just easy. Okay. Last one. Effluent bag connect on the effluent scale. What is the effluent bag? Each circuit has one effluent bag integrated inside. Yeah. Assure that the connector in the front, not in the back. Right? To be easy access.
And this one should be closed.
Yeah, by default this one coming to closed, but you can assure closed. This is a closed position. No need to change the position for this clamp. Okay, assure that everything is okay. No line in the back of the set before load. Okay, now you can press load. Yes. The barcode reader will scan it and give. Sometimes having this error for error set up unknown filter, whatever, some alarm related to that one. Maybe the barcode here, some dust on it, maybe not properly loaded. You can do unload and repeat it and load again until the machine reads the barcode. Otherwise, the machine will give you like manual setting to enter the filter by yourself. Will give you selection. This filter is M100, M150. You can manually select. But this one, if you failed to put or to detect the barcode, or the machine failed to detect the barcode, okay? Or by anyhow this barcode is removed, the sticker, this barcode, the white code is removed, maybe you can manually put it. But in the normal situation, the machine will detect which filter is there. Okay, now the machine gives you its M100, and this is the specs or the specifications or the limits of your filter, only to have to read or to watch it. The important one to know that the blood flow rate between 10 to 400 ml per minute. It means you cannot increase than 400 and you cannot decrease less than 10. So this is your limits. And so on for the dialysate, for replacement, so on. Only to confirm and to continue. Yeah. Okay, now we have to prepare our solution. Which solution? We have to prepare the priming solution. We have to prepare the CRRT bags. You need 3 bags down, you need 1 priming solution. And for the priming, we discussed with Dr. Fawaz about maybe we can use heparinized one, second one flush by 1 plain saline. As per your normal protocol, we will not change anything on that one. Now we don't have saline, we will use CRRT bag as a saline. We'll put 1 5-liter bag here. Okay, but syringe, just to fill syringe with Fuchsilium bag is like, that's what we are using now today, is like sulfur plus phosphate. For how many patients maybe you have hypophosphatemia and you have to replace or to compensate the phosphate level. This bag contains the phosphate. For this bag, maybe no need to compensate or to add phosphate to this patient for hypophosphatemia. Okay? Fuctilium approximately like prismasulfate but contains phosphate. For that reason called fuctilium. Fuctilium is from phosphate. Okay? Okay. Now just to fill 50 cc syringe. Okay. Let's do it one by one. First one, root lines through tubing. Here you have like tube guides here with color coded.
Coding, yes.
Here, just to put it in a proper.
First middle.
This one to be down.
Here we need to go down by the step to second method.
Next
To the replacement. Yeah, everything back.
Now replacement is.
Here you forgot to connect the line.
Now.
Okay. Here, this one you can insert also. Insert. No. From top. And it's free. Okay, you can see it?
Okay.
It's not kinky.
Kinky.
Next step, please.
Connect.
Yeah, it should be 1 liter, but we'll use a huge one. Yes, hang it here. Connect access. Now you will connect the Y line to the saline bag. Now we are using this big bag. But before that, secure your lines. Secure the. How many times this one fall down?
Yes.
The spike. Yeah. Happen with all of us. Just tight, secure your spikes, connections before using. Otherwise, it will fall down and contaminate it. Yeah. Now you can. Okay. Here maybe we can reuse this one again. Maybe you can remove the spike and use the direct connector. Okay? No need to puncture the. Okay. Secure it and try to. You can hang it first. After that, you can do. Okay. This is our saline bag now, and we connect. Next. Nothing. Don't clamp any line. Don't clamp. Hello. What happened?
No, I just disconnected that.
Yeah, don't clamp any line. Don't clamp any line. Guys, till this phase, don't clamp any line. All three, right. Okay, all open. Next, please. We'll start with the white scale, green scale, purple scale, right?
Yes.
How we can do it? You will go down and connect, dive. You will swim down, or what you will do? Yes, exactly. You use this the right hook. Yeah. Yes. Put this scale or this hook on the right. No need to go down for back pain. No need to make to suffer. You need to be happy with that.
Actually, we put it down.
Okay, next please. Next step. Photolysate. Same photolysate. Remove the hook, put it in the top right side. No, wait, just with the hook. Please, here, hello. Wait, the hook first. What's carrying the hook? Carrying the bar? Put it in the
Middle first.
Middle, right and left, or left and right. And connect the line before removing. The green line. Green line. Green scale, green line. Green clamp. Yeah. Remove the spike. Remove the spike and direct connect. Push inside. Exactly. Perfect. Sure, we have to mix the bicarbonate with the acid.
Yes.
The two compartments in the bag. There's two compartments. You have to mix it together and shake it well before using. Last briefly press on the second step. Remove.
No solution.
No solution. No, we have. Okay.
Finish.
Last one to connect. Last step to connect the return line to the effluent bag. The blue return line. And with the you need to cut it.
No need to.
Is that enough?
You need to cut the paper tape.
Okay.
Keep moving inside. Okay. You need to touch the floor. Do it like this. Okay?
Okay.
Easy, guys. Easy, guys.
Easy.
Any confusion?
No.
And press continue, please. No need to clamp. No need to clamp.
There is no clamp
need to
only.
clamp. Keep it open.
Because we are priming everywhere is air only, no?
Sure. Okay. Now install the syringe one by one.
Okay, all air.
Open plunger clamp latch is the syringe pump. Open the plunger clamp latch is the small black part. Take it out.
Usually we do this.
You know where is the plunger clamp?
Yeah. That's up.
We are not using this one. അയാൾ കാണിക്കട്ടെ നേരം പിടിച്ചു പഠിച്ചാൽ ഊരിപ്പോയാൽ തീർന്നു.
Guys, let me check.
This is the one. That's the down.
Yeah, okay, it's out. This is the one. Yeah, this is the plunger clamp latch. This one. Take it out like this. And press auto down.
Auto down.
Press auto down. Yes? Auto down, it's coming down automatically. You see?
Yes.
Don't be on hurry to attach the syringe. Just wait, step by step.
Sabar.
Put the syringe.
Wait until it comes.
Option sabar. Only the filter.
Like,
You don't have options, only filter.
No. Because I will tell you the benefit for this. Second, free syringe from Otmas clip and connect with the line. Free syringe line. This is the syringe line. Remove it like this. Assure that it's tighted. Okay, long. And connect with your syringe. Assure that it's free from any air. And connect. Connect. Remove only the white cap. Don't remove the green filter. It's a one-way filter. Don't remove it. Okay. Why is the benefit of this filter? Avoid any blood to back to the syringe.
Okay.
So don't remove. Okay. Next step. Place syringe in the holder slot.
Put.
Keep the scale in the front of you. And push.
Yes. That's it.
That's it. Next.
Auto up.
No. Next. Press auto up.
Auto up.
And wait. Coming up.
Yes.
Last
Now
one.
push the plug.
Last step.
Close the.
Close the plunger clamp latch.
Inside.
Not.
It should be inside.
You have to align it to this hand.
Open now, push.
This. Okay.
Yes.
I will repeat this step. Yeah. Okay. This one, if it's coming like this, it will not go properly. You have to secure it. I don't think it's properly, but this one was not completely out. But anyway, we will secure and press continue.
Continue.
Okay. The machine now primed the heparin line. You hear like small sound. This is heparin line prime. And confirm it, please. Okay, very good. Now we have two options. Prime and
Prime test.
Prime plus test. Usually in your situation that you are using heparin first bag and the plain saline next, second or third, it's better to choose prime. After that, change the bag and reprime. After that, you will do
Prime test.
prime test, or you can do manual prime. After that, prime test, whatever, or prime test and manual prime. It's up to you. Again, or easy.
No, easy.
Okay. Yeah, but it
Prime.
means we will press prime and wait. The prime duration is 5 minutes. And the prime test another 5 minutes. Reprime another 5 minutes. It means you need 15 minutes to finish prime test and all the things. In this 15 minutes, you have time to review the doctor prescription and check
do
what you need
calculation.
to have and the other things. Okay, what's the body weight here we choose?
75.
75. 75, right?
75.
75. We'll go to our calculator. Okay, 75 body weight multiply. It depends on the doctor prescription, maybe 30 or 35. Let's take 35, okay? 35. Total dose or flow rate is 2,600. Forget about the 25. 2,600 ml per hour. ml per hour. This 2,600 or 2.6 liter per hour. This is the total consumption from the 3 bags plus patient fluid removal. Plus patient fluid removal. Plus the ultrafiltration. Again, for example, the doctor mentioned I need to remove approximately 100 ml per hour as ultrafiltration, right?
Yes.
It means we'll minus 100. It will be 2,500. This one we have to split it in 3 locations. Pre-blood pump, post-replacement, and dialysis. Okay?
Yes.
What is the ratio? It depends. What is the ratio? It depends. One patient has severe hyperkalemia, natremia, hypocalcemia, and like this, maybe he need more diffusion. Remember diffusion?
Yeah.
He need dialysis.
More dialysis.
More dialysis. It means this 2,500, maybe you will find yourself, I need to put 2,000 dialysate. And only 500 replacement. 250 pre, 250 post, like this. Another patient is sepsis patient, has infections, has inflammatory mediators, has cytokines, intoxin, and you are not using Oxyrus filter. For example, you need more replacement fluid, right? And his electrolytes is not too bad. It means you need the most is replacement fluid, not dialysate. For this one, for this patient, maybe you will put like maybe 1,000 dialysate, 1,500 as replacement. Where we can put the replacement? Maybe 1,000 pre, 500 post, or 1,000 post, 500 pre, or 750 pre, 750 post. It depends, no issue. Okay? Case by case. But you know that the addition or the gathering of pre, post, and dialysate total plus the ultrafiltration equal the total flow rate or the total dose that you calculated before.
Yes.
Maybe the doctor will give you a clear prescription, clear order, everything in its location. Just review it in your mind. Okay, gather it together and divide to the body weight. Check what is the dose. The dose for this doctor is only 25 ml per kg. This 25 is enough, is sufficient. Or maybe you need to discuss with the doctor to increase it a little bit, and so on. Now, by attending the theoretical part, you have an idea about the guidelines for 20 to 25 delivered dose. It means maybe you need more than 25. Easy? Yes. Okay, just to know. Sure, the doctor should write all the things. But if he, by mistake, he not 1,000 become 100, by mistake, dialysate, only 100. You will put 100 and run?
No.
Think about what is 100 ml per minute dialysate. What is this? Nothing. It's nothing. It means there is a mistake.